The United Kingdoms of Great Benin Expository Presentation. Without protocol observed, my name is Ugyagbe Endurance, UKGB Deputy Spokesperson. I greet everyone listening to this expository presentation, and I am reaching you through the United Kingdoms of Great Benin, UKGB. UKGB is a Benin indigenous freedom movement advocating for the unification, restoration, and development of the ancient Great Benin Kingdom. Authentic historical evidence shows that before the invasion of the Benin Kingdom by the British in the year 1897, the Great Benin territory was in full control of its resources and administrative affairs, and without any undue interference from other territories. I am stepping out of my comfort zone today to present before the entire world the conflicting maps of different regions in Nigeria calling for the breakup of the failed and expired Nigeria. At this point, let me commend territories like the Yoruba Nation, Arewa, and Biafra for their tenacity and advocatory momentum. The United Kingdoms of Great Benin is ready to form appropriate strategic alliance with other territories craving for breakup and self-determination in Nigeria. It is true that a Great Benin man or woman is not Hausa, Yoruba, or Igbo man or woman. Nonetheless, the British amalgamation of the Southern and Northern Protectorates in 1914 brought us together under the geographical contraction called Nigeria. The 100 years contraction that led to the creation of Nigeria has now elapsed since 2014. Therefore, it is now up to every region and tribe in Nigeria to decide whether to stay together or to go their separate ways. Hence, we acknowledge and respect the right to self-determination of every territory as entrenched by the UN in Article 1, Paragraph 2, Chapter 1, Purposes and Principles, and in Article 5.5, Chapter 9, International Economic and Social Cooperation. Evidence from historical facts authoritatively shows that neither the Yoruba nation nor Biafran nation has the legal standing to either set up a system for the Benin Kingdom to follow or for other territories in Nigeria. Let me draw a line here by saying that the United Kingdoms of Great Benin is accessible and ready to meet with stakeholders from proponents of self-determination in Nigeria to fix the lacuna and erroneous misrepresentation of maps that are being branded about across the social media space. I would like to elucidate more on the observed misrepresentation of different territorial maps by different self-determination groups in Nigeria. Firstly, let me begin with the NINA's projected 4 regions solution map to the Nigeria contraction quagmire. For the benefit of those that are not familiar with the antics of NINA's, let me digress in a jiffy to define what the acronym NINA's means. The acronym NINA's stands for the Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination, and it is multi-ethnic alliance of the indigenous people of the Middle Belt, part of the former Northern region, Elena Omo Odua, the former Western region, and the Lower Niger, former Eastern and Midwestern regions. NINA's map which shows 4 different territories, got me in stitches because part of the Great Benin Kingdom territories were allotted to the Yoruba nation and other parts to Biafra, which is now dubbed the Lower Niger. Here is the evidence. I think this is good for the whole world to see. You can see the Sharia territory, the Middle Belt, the Yoruba nation, Lower Niger, which is the Biafra. In a nutshell, neither the United Kingdom of Great Benin nor the indigenous people of Great Benin were consulted before the launch of linear self-determination, advocatory struggle, and territorial map. We consider this map an affront, provocative, and incitement to violence. To this end, UKGB wants to unequivocally establish before the entire world that we have not been involved in the Nina's freedom movement agenda. Therefore, the world must disregard Nina's territorial maps that provocatively trespass on ancient Great Benin Kingdom's territory. The United Kingdoms of Great Benin has its own territorial map that shows the entire landmark of the Benin Great Kingdom territories.